massive.
I'll have to think about it.
Well, let's check it out.
I'm not sure.
It's quite important.
She knew it was 10. I knew she wouldn't turn up.
Tracy, just try to relax. Apart from anything else, it gives them an advantage if you look edgy.
How can I not be? Nicky doesn't turn up.
If Nicky doesn't turn up, then it's all the more important that you remember the work we've done and tell your story in as calm a way as possible.
Yeah, I know, but...
Good morning. So then, shall we proceed? Miss Gibson, would you like to put the case for the applicant?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to call the applicant Miss Corkill to give her evidence. You were quite certain in your own mind that you carried out your duties at the salon properly, and that Mr. Holt saw fit to dismiss you for no other reason than that you refused to respond to the sexual advances which he was continually making towards you.
Well, there was no other reason for him sacking me.
And finally, Miss Corkill, did you like your job?
Yeah, I loved it.
Thank you.
Mr. Bradbury, would you like to ask Miss Corkill any questions?
Miss Corkill,
I'm sorry. Mr. Chairman, the young lady who's just arrived is a witness. She's obviously been delayed. I wonder if I might just...
By all means, Miss Gibson. I'm quite sure Mr. Bradbury won't object if we adjourn for, shall we say, 5 minutes.
Hey, I was thinking, maybe you need some proper time off, you know, a break. I mean, I know we couldn't afford much, but a bit of a holiday might do you good. I mean, you can get some cheap charters this time of year.
No, Terry. And anyway, like you say, we haven't got any money for holidays.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be anywhere exotic, does it? I mean, I could go down to travel agents to Savvy and see if they got any cheap cancellations.
Look, Terry, the last thing I need right now is bombing off on some stupid holiday we can't afford.
All right. No need to take my head off. God, every time I open my gob, you jump down my throat.
Oh, look, Terry, I'm sorry. It's just...
First day of the day and the baby spews up in the back of the cat. Oh, and now this.
So we begin again. Miss Corkill, would you say that the salon managed by Mr. Holt has a good reputation?
Yeah, that's why I wanted to work there.
And did Mr. Holt conscientiously spend time and effort in trying to pass on to you his expertise? Miss Corkill, wasn't it only when you found the job more taxing than you expected that you chose to start deliberately misinterpreting Mr. Holt's efforts to help you?
Well, I wanted him to help me.
Miss Corkill, could you speak up a little, please?
I wanted him to help me.
In fact, wouldn't it be fair to say that Mr. Holt isn't guilty of anything except being a conscientious manager? And that the allegations that you made against him are merely to cover your lack of professionalism and lackadaisical attitude to the work that he was trying to teach you to do.
It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that.
This electricity bill's ridiculous. I'm sure it was nowhere near this amount for the same quarter last year. Dig out the old account and tackle them about it. Heavy night?
You could say.
Celebrating, giving Christopher one in the eye? Oh, did you get the desired response when you plumped your £2,000 down on his counter? I must say I wouldn't have minded seeing his face myself.
No, Dad,
didn't book a holiday after all.
Oh, well. Saved yourself £2,000.
No. You see,
Ah, here it is.
Oh.
And the way he carried on, anyone would know what he was after.
Would they, Miss Corkhill? I wonder. You know, it's not unknown for fact and fantasy to become, how shall I say, a little clouded in the minds of girls of your age.
I'm not that young, and I don't make things up.
You know, before the hearing, I was having a chat with Mr. Holt about what makes a good hairdresser. Aside from natural ability, he said the two most important ingredients were ability to work hard and flair, imagination. Would you agree? And I wonder, Miss Corkhill, if you'd shown a lot less imagination and a lot more application, would we be wasting everyone's time here today? Thank you, Miss Corkhill.
I just can't keep up with them. This should have been a fairly light quarter. The prices go up and up. So, what made you change your mind about the holiday? You don't have to tell me if you felt it was a good enough reason to you.
It did. The whole idea was to show Chris how independent I could be. But when I got to the door, I chickened out. I knew if I went in to book a holiday, chances were I'd end up asking Chris to come with me.
Oh, Gordon. I thought you got over all this business about Chris.
All the business about Chris? Dad, why is it you can never call it what it was? It was a serious relationship. Can't easily get over being hurt like that.
It may surprise you, but I do happen to know that. Look, as far as I'm concerned, the most important thing in all this is you. All right. I'd have preferred it if you decided against the holiday because you felt that you didn't have to prove something to Chris, but...
Dad...
Oh, please, hear me out, Gordon. Anyway, you didn't blow your money on a holiday, so let's be thankful for that.
Dad,
Ah, that'll be your mother. She said she'd call to see if she'd be back for lunch.
It can't have been a very pleasant prospect for you coming here today to talk in front of strangers about the embarrassing experiences you yourself had with Mr. Holt. And, after all, you are still employed at the salon, aren't you?
Yeah, but I wonder for how long after today.
Has Mr. Holt in any way suggested to you that coming here today might jeopardize your job?
He made pretty sure I knew it would be better for me if I stayed out of it.
Then it was an even braver gesture for you to appear today.
Well, I nearly didn't. That's why I was late. I don't want to lose my job. But then, well, it didn't seem right not to come. Gerard had no right to sack Tracy.
Nevertheless, you were both late for work on the morning of the 24th of December, weren't you?
Not that late. And anyway, I was late too. He was just rattled with Tracy because he fancied her and she wasn't having any of it.
Thank you, Miss White.
Mr. Bradbury?
Miss White, you've alleged that Mr. Holt made advances towards you, just like the advances that Miss Corkhill alleges were made towards her.
I'm not alleging. He did.
And you didn't respond, just like Miss Corkhill says she didn't.
Well, I didn't let him do anything to me, if that's what you mean.
But you see, what I don't understand is this. If Mr. Holt is the type of man to dismiss an employee purely on the basis of her rejecting him, why didn't he sack you?
I don't know.
Not sure I do either, Miss White.
I'm sorry, Terry, about before.
Never mind. I'll think of some way you can make it up to me. Anyway, it's It's my own fault for going on about the holiday.
No, it wasn't your fault. It's me. Well, you see, the thing is that...
Hey, I've told you, it doesn't matter. We all get a cob on sometimes.
Look, Terry, what I'm trying to tell you is the reason I can't be thinking of going on holiday...
Look, I mean, it's all right. I mean, you were right anyway. I mean, it was my own daft fault for going on.
Oh, for God's sake, why don't you just listen to me? I'm trying to talk to you and I can't get a flaming word in edgeways.
Right, that's it. That's enough. What am I supposed to have done now, eh? All I'm doing is apologising and I've done nothing. You're the one who's acting like a flaming 2-year-old kid. Ratty, sulking all the time, and God knows why. I mean, because I don't. What is it, eh? I mean, what is it with you?
Well, if you must know, I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant.
Pregnant? You mean like pregnant? But that's sound, isn't it? I mean, that's dead sound. Yeah, but there's no buts. I mean, I love you. I mean, you're going to have my kids and... Oh, did you think I wouldn't be made up?
Oh, come on. Things aren't as bad as all that, are they? I'm not diminishing how upset you are about things being over with Chris, but, well, you do have to try and see the positive side. You're a young man. You prove that you can make a success of something, and you've got £2,000 under your belt.
No. No, I haven't.
No? I understood you to say that you hadn't spent the money on a holiday.
I didn't. I lost it.
You lost it? What do you mean, have you notified the police?
No, I don't mean that. I lost it playing roulette. I put it all on in one go and I lost it.
You did what?
Mr. Tate, did Mr. Holt ask you to come and bear witness to his character today?
He didn't have to. When he mentioned the hearing, I offered. Gerard trained under me and took over the salon when I moved on to another. I didn't need any prompting to come and say that, in my opinion, he's a good manager and more fair-minded than most.
Many thanks, Mr. Tate.
Miss Gibson, do you have any questions you wish to put to Mr. Tate?
Mr. Tate, was it your decision that Mr. Holt should succeed you as manager of the Elton Road Salon?
Oh, yes. It was left to me to choose. And I chose Mr. Holt because, as I've already said, he was fair and competent in his treatment of other staff.
I see. But speaking of fair, Mr. Tate, wouldn't it be fair to say that as you, and you alone, selected Mr. Holt as your successor, you'd hardly say he was anything but competent and fair-minded? I mean, you'd hardly admit to his appointment having been a misguided judgment on your part, would you?
It's dead exciting though, isn't it? When I think about you getting all worked up about telling me.
Yeah, but Terry, you see, the thing
I mean,
is...
you shouldn't have been bothered about us not being married and that. We can soon put that right. So what if it hurries things up a bit? I mean, a baby's worth hurrying things up for, isn't it? Ah, you should have told me straight off, you know, instead of worrying about it all on your own, you daft bat. What are you?
A daft bat.
£2,000? Ah, I mean, Gordon, £2,000.
Well, now you can tell everyone your son's a fool, can't you? As well as one of them.
Gordon. Gordon.
Mr. Holt, what did you do when you decided to dismiss Miss Corkhill?
Well, I told her she'd have to find another job, that I couldn't have girls coming in late.
I'm sorry, I meant prior to the final dismissal. What I mean is, a man in your managerial position is surely aware that a system of verbal and written warnings exists. Although, it seems in Miss Corkhill's case, none of these were in fact issued. Why was that, Mr. Holt? Why? If you were continually dissatisfied with her, why were there no previous warnings?
I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, that's all.
By dismissing her for a minor timekeeping incident when another member of staff wasn't penalised?
Look, if you must know, timekeeping was only part of it. The main reason was, well, frankly, she was becoming an embarrassment.
Oh. Was she untidily dressed? Rude to customers?
No, it was... Look, I didn't want to... The fact is, Tracy had made it clear from her very first day that she was attracted to me. Now, it happens sometimes. Juniors see the manager in a romantic light.
Miss Corkhill saw you in a romantic light?
It happens. The job calls for us to be, well, rather flamboyant, if you like. Now, the younger girls can mistake this for you taking an interest in them. Tracy had convinced herself that I was favouring her, and she was giving that impression to the other members of staff. I had no choice but to sack her to prove that it wasn't true.
Mr. Holt, are you seriously trying to imply that it was Miss Corkhill who was sexually harassing you?
Well, everybody knows she has a thing about older men. I mean, any girl who has an affair with a schoolteacher when she's no more than 15...
Sir, I'd like to ask that statement be disregarded.
Mr. Bradbury, perhaps you could explain to Mr. Holt that the applicant's past mores don't have any bearing on the present hearing.
Yes, sir, we are aware of that, sir, but, well, as Mr. Holt has been reluctantly led into discussing Miss Corkhill's inclination towards older gentlemen in authority, it could be said to show a propensity to act.
Yes. Yes, I'll accept that. Mr. Holt's last statement will stand. Carry on, Miss Gibson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I've reheated it for you. I really think you ought to have something.
Thanks, Dad. You shouldn't be running around after me.
Well, that's what parents are for, isn't it? Especially those who seem to fail so often.
I didn't mean... You don't fail me, Dad.
I do fail to understand something that's so central to you, Gordon. I realize that. But I do try.
I know it seems a bit rash. Rash? I suppose it was downright lunatic throwing away $2,000 like that, but suddenly it didn't mean anything to me. I realized I didn't like the way I'd made the money, and I didn't like why I'd made it.
You might have won.
Yeah. But I didn't. I lost.
Don't let that soup go cold again, Gordon.
No, Dad. Thanks, Dad.
So, you knew then that Miss Corkhill had had a relationship with an older man. And I gather from your tone that you consider such a relationship morally wrong.
Well, I'm not the type to stand in judgment. It's just that it's the sort of thing that gets a girl a reputation, that's all.
A reputation, yes. And didn't you try to take advantage of that, Mr. Holt? Didn't you assume that Miss Corkhill was easy prey for older men in authority?
No.
Men like yourself?
No, all I meant was that the other staff knew the girl had a reputation.
Speaking of reputations, Mr. Holt, are you aware that you have something of a reputation attached to your name?
I don't know what you mean.
Andrea Starkey, Lisa Fields, Gemma Ross. There are more, but do these names ring any bells with you so far, Mr. Holt?
Gemma, Lisa. Yes, they were all girls I employed as juniors at one time or another.
Not at one time or another, Mr. Holt. These 3 girls, along with 4 others, were all employed by you over the past 18 months, and all left the salon within 1 or 2 months of taking up their job.
Well, you don't know what it's like. I mean, half of them have no notion what their job entails. Girls come and go all the time.
But interestingly, Mr. Holt, 3 of these girls, when I spoke to them, said they'd left after an incident they all say took place on a Monday evening. It was a Monday evening. You asked Miss Corkhill to stay behind, wasn't it? All 3 claimed they'd been asked by you to stay late to work on a model's hair. Wasn't that the reason you gave Miss Corkhill for staying?
So I really do think that this discussion about previous employees...
A propensity to act?
Carry on, Miss Gibson.
All 3 said that no model appeared and that you attempted to force your attentions on them. They all said they refused your attentions, but that after those Monday evenings... By the way, isn't it Monday evenings your wife often stays overnight in London for a business meeting, Mr. Holt?
Yes, but I don't see what...
Sir, I only managed to trace these young ladies rather late in the day. 2 of them have given me informal, handwritten statements. and I did consider pressing all 3 of them to appear today. But it is, as we know, a distressing experience for any girl, and as we already had Miss White as a corroborative witness, I thought it best to spare the tribunal's time. However, if Mr. Holt wishes, we would be prepared for this hearing to be delayed so that formal statements from these girls could be obtained, and so that they could be asked to appear. Would you want them to appear, Mr. Holt? Mr. Holt?
No.
Thank you, Mr. Holt.
I won't be long. You sit down and take it easy, all right? Oh, sorry. I was just going out to get a few bevies and that. Well, you see, the thing is, you see, well, it's Sue. Well, she's expecting, we're having a baby and you're the first to know.
Well, I don't need to ask if you're pleased. Cheryl, come and be the second to know.
You know what?
Terry and Sue have got some news. Terry's going to be a dad. Isn't that great?
Yeah. Congratulations.
Absolutely. Congratulations.
I was going to go and get some cans, you know, so we could celebrate.
You're joking. A couple of this, huh? Momentous occasion like this calls for some bubbly. We're not so wetting your babies out with a few measly lagers. I'm back in a tip.
Hey, sound, isn't it? Hey, Sue, John's going to get some champers.
Sound.
God, I thought you'd had it when he brought up that about you, Mr. Montague.
I know. Thanks, Louise. I made up of one.
You're welcome, Tracy.
His face when you brought up about Gemma and them. Well, I knew you tracked them down. I didn't think they were willing to come and say.
Yes, well, between you and me, I didn't want to risk using them unless I had to. You notice I only said I'd considered pressing them to appear. I'm not at all sure they would have. Still, once I'd mentioned them, Gerard seemed to fall apart quite nicely all on his own.
God, I couldn't believe it. 1,500 quid damages and cost. Couldn't happen to a nicer fella.
Well, of course, it's his company who'll have to cough up, not Gerard personally.
Oh, well, it's all over now. Just forget about it and get back to work.
I'm sorry, I thought you understood. I mean, winning today doesn't necessarily mean the company have to reinstate you, Tracy.
Well, I've got a bit to tide me over, I suppose.
And you don't have a black mark against your name any longer.
Oh, thanks again, Louise. You were great.
Well, I don't know about great. Still, I don't know, though. Yeah. Come to think of it, I was pretty great. Let's go. By the way, lunch is on you.
Skint.
A sticky problem for the casualty staff next when a van spills its load of bitumen. Jimmy's after the break.